Okay, so it's kind of funny that you're saying that you were in culinary school, right? So and then you went to fine dining and everything. How did you go from being well? First, before you answer that, what is your all-time favorite food?
My all-time favorite food, man. It changes all the time, but probably I'd say like a really well-made American roasted smoked brisket.
Okay, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
I did not expect because, like I said, you're in fine dining, so obviously, I mean, sorry, culinary school. That means obviously you did that because you have a love for food, and who doesn't love food, right? So, what propelled you to go to culinary school? Like, what made you say, I want to do this?
It was just like super random. So I was like, it was kind of like almost a sad story, really. Like I was in high school, and my mom was like, why aren't you like going to college, right? She was like
Yeah,
asking me that, and I was
typical.
like, and I told her like I didn't really know what I wanted to do, right? She was like, why don't you just go for like dentistry, like major in chemistry and all that stuff, and go to the dentistry route. And I was like, I couldn't see myself doing that. I wasn't a very like studious student, like none of that. Wasn't if I'm not like passionate about something, I mean, I give like zero effort into it. You know what I mean? So yeah, at the time I was just like, I loved. Luckily, my parents owned a restaurant.
Yeah,
They owned like a small Italian restaurant, and I would like work there. Yeah,
it's very
Korean.
random.
I
Wait,
know
wait,
it's
wait,
very
wait, wait,
random.
wait.
Yeah,
Rewind. How did that happen?
dude, I don't even know the story, but who knows, right? Like they just somehow opened an Italian restaurant. They owned it like 14 years.
Jeez, I'm just trying to set the scene.
Yeah.
Like two Korean immigrants, and they're like, you know what? Italian.
Yeah, I mean they met like a chef. His name was like Vinny. I think he was like franchising it at the time.
Okay.
So then my parents were like, "Oh, we want a franchise." So it was like my parents and then like three other of my like aunts were like all kind of chipped in to like run this restaurant together, and they ran it for like 14 like years, I believe.
That's sick.
So yeah, that's crazy. So and that restaurant, I used to like just go in the kitchen all the time, working. I was so passionate about food. Like one of my first jobs, I was 16 years old. I wanted to work at this one pastry shop. All they do is just like make like pastries in bulk and wholesale, right?
Yeah,
And I went there, and the chef, super thick Italian accent. He was just like, "You're too young to work, and I don't trust you with the food," right? So I told him, "How about I just work here for free, and I'll prove myself," right? So then he was just like, "Okay, well, if you want to work here for free, like we start and we open at like 6:30 in the morning, and I think I stayed until like 3 p.m. or something." And yeah, I went there every single day for like 6 months. And I
Damn.
never got paid, nothing. I never even asked for money. I just asked him all these questions about how to like, make like profiteroles or something, like some random stuff. And then after that, my mom was like, kind of like, you kind of proved that you're super passionate about this. So she gave me the suggestion, like, why don't you go to culinary school? And I was just like, yeah, 100%. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna work my way like to culinary school, and I'll pay for it myself and like do all that. So
that's kind of funny that you said that because this whole thing happened because my mom told me to do this too.
really,
My mom's the one who told me to do this podcast. That's the only reason why. I mean, some people said it before, but then it was my mom who basically said you should start a podcast to hurt him really big. And I was like, all right, that's kind of weird.
Mamas know best. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
I gotta give the 10%. Like they don't know. Give us
that's
some
true.
leeway.
The world's changing, So like
Yeah.
my mom still doesn't know how to use her phone. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.